औज़ुबिल्लाहिमिनश्शैतानिर्रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। आज का जो हम लेक्चर जो P5 का नए लेक्चर के साथ आपकी खिदमत में हाजिर हुए हैं। आज का जो पेपर था वो 2001 वो मई जून 2010 का पेपर 5-1 था। ये आप देख सकते हैं कि इट इज रिटन और ठीक है। सो इसका जो है वो हम क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 आज करेंगे। सो मैं प्लीज आप सबको एक गुजारिश करूंगा कि क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 जो है इसको रीड करना आप शुरू करें। तो ऐसा करते हैं कि हम साथ रीड करते हैं। ये कह रहा है कि द न्यूट्रलाइजेशन ऑफ एन एसिड बाय अ बेस इज एक्सोथर्मिक। इन दिस एक्सपेरिमेंट द फॉलोइंग सॉल्यूशंस आर अवेलेबल: 2 मोल per dm cube sulfuric acid, H2SO4, 3 mole dm cube sodium hydroxide. The equation for the reaction is ये, ठीक है। 2 mole per dm cube H2SO4 is gradually added to a fixed volume of 3 mole per dm cube NaOH in a 150 cm cube plastic cup while stirring continuously. The temperature of the solution measured with a thermometer increases until the alkali is just neutralized. On further addition of the cold acid, the temperature of the solution slowly falls. Select an appropriate volume xcm cube of 0.3 mole to use in the experiment. So आप जो है वो हम क्या करेंगे कि ओके select volume of 3 mole per dm cube NaOH between 10 and 80 cm cube. ओके सो हम जो है वो 20 cm cube जो है वो चूज कर लेंगे, ठीक है। 10 से 80 के दरमियान हमने कुछ भी चूज करना है। Calculate the volume of 2 mole per dm cube H2SO4 that will just neutralize X into 3 mole per dm cube. सो आपके पास देखो 2 मोल पर डीएम क्यूब H2SO4 है और 20 cm क्यूब 3। अच्छा तो आपके पास बेसिकली 20 cm क्यूब है x मोल में और आपके पास जो है वो 1000 cm क्यूब है 3 मोल में। तो व्हाट विल बी द वैल्यू ऑफ x? लेट मी जस्ट कैलकुलेट इट। So x is 0.06 moles. Okay. So 0.06 moles of what? 0.06 moles of NaOH, ठीक है। अब ये 2 है तो 0.06 divided by 2 is equals to 0.03 moles of H2SO4 are present, ठीक है। अब क्वेश्चन ये है कि कैलकुलेट द वॉल्यूम ऑफ 2 मोल per dm that will just neutralize, ठीक है। तो आपके पास क्या आ जाएगा? 0.03 मोल है और आपके पास 2 मोल पर डीएम क्यूब है। 2 मोल 1000 cm क्यूब में है तो 0.03 मोल x cm क्यूब में होंगे। तो व्हाट विल बी x? 0.03 into 1000 so divided by 2, so this will be 15 cm cube. Okay, 15 cm cube जो है वो लगेगा। The next part says to sketch the graph you would expect to obtain as the acid is added. Label the neutralization point. अच्छा आपके पास टेम्परेचर ऑफ द सॉल्यूशन है, वॉल्यूम ऑफ एसिड एडेड। सो आप जो है वो एक स्ट्रेट लाइन बना सकते हैं, ठीक है। दिस विल बी अ स्ट्रेट लाइन। ओके The next part, B part, says the experiment can be used to determine the enthalpy change of neutralization for the reaction. To ensure reliable results, the experiment should be repeated a number of times. When sulfuric acid is added to the fixed volume of aqueous sodium hydroxide in this experiment, the independent variable is, okay, what is the independent variable? Independent variable कौन सा होता है? वो होता है जो कि किसी चीज पर डिपेंड नहीं कर रहा. It doesn't depend on anything. So the independent variable is volume of acid. Okay, because it isn't dependent on anything. The dependent variable is temperature because you are changing the temperature. Okay, and the other variables that need to be controlled are you need to control the हीट लॉसेस. आपको कंट्रोल करने होंगे. आप जैसे कप में एक्सपेरिमेंट कर रहे हैं, वो कप आपको सेम रखना पड़ेगा. ठीक है, एपरेटस आपको सेम रखना पड़ेगा. हम एक और ज्यादा बेहतर चीज है कि सेम इनिशियल टेम्परेचर of both start solutions. Start solution. In carrying out the experiment, what apparatus would you use to accurately measure the independent variable? आप कौन सी चीज जो है वो accurately इस्तेमाल करेंगे measure करने के लिए? So what will it be? Yes, you can use a burette. Yeah, you can use burette. Explain how would you use this apparatus to control the independent variable? Okay, adding the acid slowly or gradually. You will add the acid drop by drop. एकदम आप सारा ऐड नहीं करोगे, आप हल्का सा ऐड करोगे, एक एक ड्रॉप करके ऐड करोगे. Identify and assess risk associated with the plastic cup used in the experiment. Okay, so what is the risk in using the associated with the plastic cup? Okay, well, you see it is a plastic cup, so it can easily get very hot and can catch fire. So I think you can write over here that it may get very hot, may get very hot, hot and may burn. ठीक है. Identify and assess a risk associated with 3 mole per dm cube NaOH. ठीक है. What about NaOH? As you already guys know that NaOH is corrosive and it can damage the skin. So NaOH is corrosive. Okay. अब आपने ऊपर NaOH can also burn you or damage your skin. But if you have written burn over here in this part, you can write burn in over here. Okay. एक ही दफा लिखना है, ये ना ऊपर भी आप burn लिख दें, नीचे burn लिख दें तो आपको मार्क्स नहीं मिलेंगे. आप दो डिफरेंट चीजें लिखेंगे. F part says describe how the risk in E can be kept to a minimum for the plastic cup. Okay, you put the plastic cup in a beaker. बीकर में डाल दो उस प्लास्टिक कप को तो ठीक होगा, कुछ भी नहीं होता. Okay. How the risks can be kept in E? How the risks mentioned in E can be kept to a minimum for 3 mole per dm cube NaOH. So what you can do is wear gloves. Wear gloves. ठीक है. Wear gloves, lab coat. ऐसा नहीं लिखना आपने. Lab coat. Okay. In the space below, draw a table to show column heading for all measurements you would make during the experiment. Okay, now what do you think कि इसमें क्या करोगे? इसमें you will make a table, 2 marks का table आपने. Okay. First over here we write volume of acid cm cube, and temperature of solution, degrees Celsius. Okay, now one thing, those of you who have taken practical classes, they know कि आपने table जो है वो proper, you have to make the table properly. Okay, like you have to enclose it in a box and make all this. Okay, now I don't have a scale right now for this making this table, but you have to make it with a scale, okay, with a ruler and straight lines, and make a box like this. Okay, then write over here 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and so on. And you must go till 50, I suggest. And then make lines like this too, okay? This is how you will make a table, okay? 40, 45, 50. Okay, what a beautiful table. Now I see why my art teacher never liked me in school. Okay, so this is a table that you have to draw, okay, like this. So now you just have to draw a table to show column headings, okay. He just asked for column headings for all of the measurements um, you would make during the experiment. So you just make this table, get 2 marks, and move on to the next question, part H. Okay, over here he says, okay, show how you would calculate the total heat energy produced in the plastic cup up to the point when the sulfuric acid has just neutralized the sodium hydroxide. You may use delta T to 4.3 joule of heat. Okay, as you know the formula E is equals to V delta T. Okay, so P volume of H2SO4 plus volume of NaOH into 4.3 into delta T. 30 plus 40, 4.3 into delta T. This will be 70 into 4.3 into delta T. So 4.3 joule to raise the number 1 cm cube of every one solution by 1 degree Celsius. So यहाँ पे 70 cm cube की solution है. So this will be 70. Okay, so you will just solve this and get the answer. Okay, moving on to the next question. The enthalpy change of neutralization is the energy disassociated with the reaction shown by the following equation. NaOH plus half H2SO4 aqueous gives us half Na2SO4 aqueous plus H2O liquid. So how you would convert the energy change expressed in H into a value in kilojoule per mole for enthalpy change of neutralization, delta H neutralization. So clearly the sign and expression. Okay. As you know that E was 301 delta T joule. So delta H is 301 delta T upon mole of NaOH. Okay. 1 more x है 0.12 होगा जब So 301 delta t. So x will be 301 delta t upon 0.12 divided by 1000. This whole divided by 1000. Okay. The answer you get 301 delta t upon 0.12 thousand. The sign will be negative. Okay. So let's just write it over here. Minus 301 delta t upon 0.12 divided by 1000. Okay. Okay. That is it for this part. Okay. So I know that this was a very short video on lecture on paper 5 this class, and we're trying to make it more available and do some more questions, but everything will be done slowly and steadily. So there's no hurry. We've got a lot of time and we can easily cope up with the course of paper 5. So that was it for paper 5 lecture for today. I hope to meet you in the next class, and please like this video, share this video, um, and please subscribe to our channel. Thank you.